Of course, it is happening inside your head, Harry. But why on earth should that mean that it is not real? That's Albus Dumbledore talking to Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I love these books, not just for the story, not just for the lessons, not just for the characters. I love them because I experienced that world for the first time with my mom. Every night before I would go to sleep, my mom would read with me. She was my guide, taking me into new worlds, teaching me that only books give you the ticket to go places you never thought you would go, as my imagination ran wild. And now that we're parents to our little golden snitch here, our daughter Quinn, we want to give her the same experience that we had, showing her that there is nothing like a good book. And for all the parents that might be watching out there, there's a program and an organization near you that can make you your child's reading superhero. In the room of 4-year-old Emma Frazee, press every single button, there are barnyard animals. Oh my, classic. Little engines that could. Classic. You love this one?
Because there's a dinosaur under his bed.
Yeah? And you heard her, dinosaurs hiding under the bed.
No dinosaurs.
For Emma and her 9-year-old brother Keith, reading books is one of their favorite things to do.
For me, I just like reading because it like takes you to a whole nother world, you know? Like, it's like in some books, like fantasy and stuff, you can like, it's like in the books, there's so much cool stuff that you couldn't do in real life.
Emma, what about you? What do you love about reading?
I just like it when my mom does to read to me.
You like when your mom reads to you?
Yeah.
It was just starting to snow when Lisa and her mother got off the bus in front of the theater.
And the person who takes Keith and Emma into those worlds is their mom, Beth, who wanted to bring reading into their home early.
Oh, I think it's wonderful when you see a child say, when you read them a book, and then they say one more book, and then they want 3 books. And then you say, okay, well, we only read 3 books at night.
And when you read 2 or 3 books a night, you need a steady stream of new titles coming into the home. And for the Frazee family, they lean on a program that has been changing the lives of young children literally all over the world.
Hi, everybody. This is Dolly.
For close to 30 years, superstar icon Dolly Parton and her Imagination Library program have been sending a book a month to children, all for free. Over 2 million children in the United States, Canada, Australia, Ireland, and the UK. 201 million books given away for free. The program partners with local nonprofits, 501c that help sign children up and distribute the books in their own community. And for the Missoula area, the honor of bringing books into the hands of Garden City kiddos goes to the Missoula United Way. You can see the joy on the face of Missoula United Way CEO Susan Hay Patrick when she talks about Imagination Library. And that satisfaction just frankly comes from the numbers.
And we just celebrated in December the delivery of our 250,000th Imagination Library book.
And that December celebration event even featured Beth doing her best Queen of Nashville impression.
It takes literally about a minute to sign up your child. There are no income qualifications, so it's for everybody. It's for, kids of all ages, all backgrounds.
I also really like this book. It's called Bad Food.
Bad Food, Game of Scones. Game of Scones. That's hilarious. And this is what it's all about. Joy. The pure joy of reading. And it can begin for your child with one incredible program, dedicated parents, and Dolly Parton.
Past feet, between instrument cases and around music stands toward the drums.
Well, Harry Potter might not be at Quinn's reading level yet. We're going to work our way up to Hogwarts. In the meantime, though, folks, I would encourage you to sign up. And this is not just a Missoula program. There are over 9,000 Montana children all over the state that are signing up in your area. Make sure to visit our website, nonstoplocal.com. That's where you can sign your child up. We're going to go there right now and sign Quinn up. Anywhere from 1 day old to 5 years old is eligible for the Imagination Library program. And I would encourage you all, as parents, just enjoy getting lost in a good book with your child. We love you, kiddo. We'll be right back after the break. Where the wild things are. by Maurice Sendak. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief.